So I wanted to show you what I do with my extra blank Bible tabs. So like, for example, with this set, this came with a lot of blank Bible tabs. So there are certain places in the scripture that I want to mark off, whether there are certain prayers that I've put or certain verses that I wanted to note. So I will just mark on them with a Sharpie, Ultra Fine point Sharpie. And I'll just mark on them and mark, whatever I want to note. If there's a certain scripture or something that I want to be able to easily reference, or a certain prayer or something that I've put, I will note that down. So that's what I use my extra tabs for. And I put them across the top to distinguish from the books of the Bible that I put on the side. And so I do those on the top. I have this Bible that I got recently, and it is an ESV study journaling Bible, a journaling study Bible from Crossway. And I use leather tabs on this particular Bible that are similar in color to the Bible, which is kind of a chestnut. And I marked on the top different places that are just study helps in this particular Bible. This one is the authority and reliability of the Bible, how to read to understand, important truths, the doctrine, the Bible and Christian living ethics, things like that. So what I'm going to do for these, since these are leather, I think a Sharpie would work on them, but I'm actually going to use my label maker. So I do have like a little label maker, or you could, on leather where it may not stay as well, you can take like a white address label, and then before you write on it with the Sharpie, and then cut to the size of it there. So I have this label maker, and this is in my NIIMBOT. I just go to the double click here to edit, and then I could type ethics. That's not how you spell ethics. Let's see. It's a little hard. Let me see. I'm looking through the camera. So ethics. And center this. And choose a font. Why are they? Let's make it bold. Let's make it bigger. Oh, sorry, it's hard to see. So let's make it bigger. Okay, not quite that big. Let me pull this out a little bit if I can. Kind of center it. I don't know why it's way over there, but that's kind of big. Let's make it maybe that size, 27. Let's see. Fonts. Different English fonts that we have. How about Aurora? No, I don't like that one. Peach Dreamland. No. The Sound of Silence. Interesting. No. Ocean to Ocean. Let's try that one. That one looks nice. So let's go ahead and make the size a little bit smaller in that one and center it to the label. Have it a bit more centered. And let's print it out. Okay. And there it is. It's clear. And just take it and stick it there. And there we have that labeled at the top. This is the New Testament. I like to mark where that is. And so let me see. New Testament. And let's go to the font, or the style rather. Let's make this a bit smaller. Let's make it bigger there. Make the font a little bit smaller. And print that out. And New Testament, label that. And so we have those two at the top so far, and just continue to label. And we're done. And so I have the new table labeled, and then doctrine, the Bible's authority, doctrine, ethics, oh, there's a little label there, the glossary, the concordance, and then the maps. And so I can all get to those all pretty quickly and pretty easily along the top of my Bible, and be able to see that with no problem. And then I have a few that I can keep in my Bible. I'll clip them in. So I'll be able to come back and label if there's anything, a prayer or a particular scripture that I want to highlight, or any notes that I want to highlight and have easy reference to for whatever reason. I have a few more left to do that with. And so that is that.